Hey, how y'all doing today, guys? Today's historic Brawl commander is Shadrix Silverquil, a legendary Elder Dragon with flying and double strike. And at the beginning of each combat on our turn, you may choose two. Each mode must target a different player. Target player can create a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying. Target player can draw a card and lose one life. Or target player can put a +1 counter on each creature they control. So I've tried out this deck a handful of times. Um, the best way I've seen or been able to make him play is focusing more on Shadrix, keeping him up, keeping him alive. So we run a lot of spells that do that, like Selfless Slaver, God's Willing, Fight as One. So we have a lot of protection for him. Uh, and the way I like to play him mostly too is I like to give the value that I give to my opponents that I have to give to them. I'd like to also at the same time take it away. So if we give them a flying token, we also take it away with cards like Karvik, the Spiteful, where other creatures get -1, -1. That'll basically kill any token we give them if we have to give them a token. We also have cards like Massacre Worm, so we can take advantage of the stuff we give them too. So we can load them up on tokens if we have a Massacre Worm in hand. Then eventually play Worm down, wipe out all the tokens we gave them, ping them for however much that may be. We also have Ellis Norn for essentially the same thing. We debuff their whole team and we buff our whole team. It also means that these cards like Ellis Norn and Karvik, that if we give them a token, as long as these cards are still out in the field, the token doesn't even really appear. It dies immediately, so they don't even get like any value from it, which is nice. We also have a lot of kill spells, like with Murderous Rider, Doomblade, D-Spark, Fracture, just to try to keep our opponent's big creatures off the field. I think most of the time we either want to be using the +1 ability on Shadrix for ourselves or the draw ability, and giving our opponent either a token. It's kind of weird. It's really like in a moment kind of thing, what you want to give them, because you have to give them something if you choose one of the things, and you also don't have to choose anything either. You don't. It's just if you choose one of his conditions. We also have cards, some equipment spells to make Shadrix a little bit better, giving him trample. So if we do give our opponent a token, they can't chump block it. So we have Soul Stealer Axe, Shadow Spear for trample, and we also have Eater of Virtue, because a lot of the creatures we are running have other keyword text. So if they die, Eater of Virtue will acquire that keyword, and if we equip it to Shadrix is probably going to die eventually. So we can exile him, give him back in our command zone, and give Eater of Virtue a flying and double strike token or keyword that we can give to another creature, which is pretty nice. We also have cards to try to ramp into Shadrix. We want to get to him as quick as we can, preferably before our opponents start going or getting their deck going. We also have a Kaya Geist Hunter that can give all of our creatures Death Touch, which is very nice with something like First Strike and Death Touch or Double Strike, because it basically means that our opponents can't trade with Shadrix or any of other creature that we might have if they have one of those other keywords. So that's nice. But yeah, the rest of the deck's pretty much either drawing or protection. And we also have cards like Sorin that can bring back a creature from our graveyard. So it's kind of a go fast kind of deck. So we're going to hop into a few matches and just see how this deck plays out. Alright, looks like we're going up against Torb. And this is a keepable hand with Arcane Signet. First turn Scry. They're probably going to be a burn deck. So we'll see if we can outvalue them quick enough. Massacre Worm, we won't get to that anytime soon. Also, this is my favorite art style in the game. I absolutely love the way this looks. So let's go for Swamp Arcane Signet. Problem is, if I play Welcoming Vampire, it's probably just going to get shot down immediately. Looks like they might have missed a land. That's good for us. So we'll play Welcoming Vampire. See if we get lucky. Sure, they're gonna have instant removal for it. If not, next turn we can Shadrix and make a token for ourselves. Dark Ritual would be nice to get Ellis Norn out quicker. Also, Welcoming Vampire triggers to Shadrix. I didn't realize that. So, yes, this is just once per turn. Yes, we will make our stuff bigger, and we will make them draw a card. Wait, which one is which? I think I'm making them draw, and then, yeah, okay. So, +1 on our stuff. Being that they're mono red, this will make it hard for them to shoot down our stuff. So what do we need to play Ellis Norn? Yep, next game. Let's just see real quick. So we had 4, 5. Play Godless Shrine, that makes 6. And yeah, Dark Ritual, Ellis Norn. That would have killed their board. Alright, going against Tulane. Fun. So D-Strike would work against and Helix Invention. Intervention would work against it. I don't know if I want to keep this heavy hand just for the D-Spark though, but I feel like we have to. If we can get a board wipe, that'd be nice too. Another going to be a creature heavy deck. But we'll see how this plays out. Right. Esper Sentinel is going to be annoying. We will just keep playing our hand, our lands, I mean. Next turn, we can either go for Sorin or we can go for Dramatic Finale. Let's go ahead and get something on the board. Crux of Fate's gonna be nice. So let's play Sorin. They're gonna draw. They might have a counter spell.
I did not start this fight, but I will finish it.
Ooh, I wish that could target creatures. It's fine, we'll start pumping up our Sorin. You have Elspeth and D-Spark to get rid of Chulane. Crux of Fate too, if we, but I know they're kind of going for like go big into the rolls, whatever. Rather than use it on that than something else. Alright, we can go for Shadrix now. So I don't want to give them a +1 counter because both their creatures benefit from that. We can make a 2/1 ourselves. We'll just give them a card. It's fine. Play a Lotus Cobra. Play their commander. It's fine. Now we swing in. We'll give them all +1 counters. Actually, we don't want to. Well, they already attacked Incubus and Druid, so it doesn't really matter. We should try to get our land drop at least. So we'll draw a card. Make them, give them +1 counters. Then we will swing in. They'll get a draw off of Esper Sentinel. They also might have a pack negation. That'd be really bad. Destroy all non-dragon creatures. So we just got rid of a lot of their mana. Now they don't have enough to play their commander again immediately. So Panharmonica. I really don't want them to get double ETB effects. It's fine. We will draw a card. They get a +1. Not drawing any of our lands. We will we'll drop for our Exian Arena because I think we're good on drawing cards right now. Depending on how they play. I also have Helios Intervention that can get rid of Panharmonica. Alright, so there's our land. Kinda meant to play that on Swamp, but it's whatever. See what's in their hand. They might have a counter spell. Want to see if we can get rid of it first. Alright, see, flashes in that. That's fine. So, enters the battlefield, return target creature to its owner's hand. Rather not them bounce Shadrix. So they don't have a counter spell, which is nice. Let's just make Shadrix bigger. Then we can... What does Chulane do whenever you cast a speech? So they would have to cast the cards first. D-Spark will solve the issue. So we can hit them for 10. But we would have to give them something. I'd rather they not draw a card. And I don't want to give them a token for a blocker. So we'll just attack in. Alright. They play out their commander next turn. We can despark it. Ari's Wake is whatever. We can Heliod's Intervention. So we can get rid of those two enchantments. Can't get rid of their other stuff, unfortunately. Could do that, but so let's get rid of their stuff. We will swing in. We will create a 2/1. They can put counters on their stuff. Because they have to chump block here. And we can keep D-Spark up. Cavalier of Thorns. So, alright, so we can get rid of that on their end step with D-Spark, and that will leave them with no way to block. Fast to attackers. Alright. D-Spark. And that's game. Next turn we could have swung in with our flyers. Alright, we are going up against Errata, I guess that's how you say. We will keep this hand. D-Spark will be nice to get rid of their commander. So, play Eater of Virtue. Next turn, Luminar Aspirant. Turn after that, Shadrix. Play Wall Lost Thoughts. Maybe we're a mill deck going. They mill all creatures. Alright, we will give them a plains. We will play out a plains. We will Dark Ritual. Play out Shadrix. Do we give them a token? Feel like we give them a token and we draw a card. Actually, no, we'll give them a +1 counter. We'll draw a card. Get them +1. No attacks. We will pump up Shadrix. Next turn we can equip Eater Virtues to Sad. They probably have some kind of removal or bounce. It's fine. Fortunately, we couldn't equip Eater yet. Well, I keep forgetting Eater doesn't work with Shadrix. Like I thought it did, but it works with all the other stuff we are playing. Alright, get Phyrexian Tower. So what does this have to do? Can't be blocked. It has to deal combat damage to actually do something. So let's play Duelist Heritage. We will equip Eater to Luminarch. We will swing in. Luminarch gets bigger. They play their commander, we can despark it. Tap land. They probably should have kept that. Alright, we attack in. See if they chump. Alright. Just get rid of the silencer. Fortunately, we still can't play Shadrix out next. Still need another land. Luminarch gets bigger. Thief's Guild. Get rid of 2 cards I really would have liked to keep. Alright. So I guess this is like a mill deck. Decline. Cytosphere. We also have what? 6 land. We can get some stuff back if we have anything in our grave. We really only have a Selfless Protector. I think we just equip Cytosphere. Attack in. Give Luminarch double strike. Alright, we will be unaffected by the Death Touch. Also gain a good bit of life back. Luminarch's doing better than our commander this game. Alright. We get a Kaya, and we can exile their commander again.
Time to focus. I got a job to do. And stay gone.
Now we swing in again. I don't think they have enough to live through this. They might. Looks like we have just enough. That's game. Alright. Can't remember the name, but looks like going up against historic spells, so big legendary stuff. This is a keepable hand. Go for authority. Right. Esper Sentinel is always a good. We can get rid of it with Meat Hood Massacre if you really want to. Portable Hole. And let's get rid of it now while we can. We get a land next turn. Play Monument. Alright, we're going Dark Ritual. Play Shadrix. Gonna draw. They get +1. Alright, get our swamp. Put Ghost Form on Shadrix. Inspiring Overseer. So we'll play Smothering Tides next turn. So Smothering Tides. We can give them +1 counter and get draw again. Now we have Espath. See if they give us a treasure token. Alright. They play Ranger Captain. We can play God Eternal next turn. They're gonna get another 1-drop. And they're gonna get Ornithopter. So they're gonna play their commander next turn. It's fine. Put that on planes. Play God Eternal. Now, so it's just the creatures we cast. Okay, so it doesn't count when it enters. Do we want to make them... I think we're fine with making their creature just a little bit bigger. Draw another card. Alice Norn is very nice. We can play that next turn. See how they play out. They might have something big in their hand. Just given that they search for Ornithopter. So we make a treasure token. Alice Norn can get rid of that. Can get rid of that. And they can bring back... Yeah, we need to Ellis Norn or Henny next turn. So I guess they're gonna keep looping Ranger Captain to prevent us from casting spells. But we can get rid of a lot of that. So let's see if they do that. Yep, they got to stop on our upkeep. So it's fine because we can play Ellis Norn. We'll make a zombie token. That's game. Yep, because we play Ellis Norn, that would get rid of all their creatures. Shadrix and God Eternal could attack in. That would, they both would double strike, do a lot of damage. We give them a token and we draw a card. So just a lot of value in one turn.